All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to the Titancraft server. I am Rogue Torso as always, and as you would like to join me here on the Titancraft server, there will be a link in the description to Tango Tech's Patreon, and you can follow the information there to join us in this fantastic community. So, since last time, we've been doing some work underneath the portal here, and among some other things. So I think I got quite a bit accomplished. So let's just jump right into this. All right, everybody, just wanted to check back in. It's a couple days later. We are right here by our portal, and we've been doing some work underneath. So since we got these portal, you can see through there, we've got a pigman standing there. And what we've done, we put in a little thing down here. They eventually work their way down here. They see this egg and they come over and try and get to it, and they fall in this pit. And then we've got a little place down there where we can kill them safely, and we get a little bit of gold here and there. But the real magic here is happening underneath. So let's go down here and I'll show you what we've been doing. We dug a big hole, and it's actually bigger than this, and I'll show you that here in a minute. But what we're doing, you'll probably be able to guess here pretty quick, we're building a gold farm. So we're going to have 4 portals on each side, and then we'll put a collection chamber in the middle, kind of like what we have up there. We'll probably extend that one down so that we'll collect all of the pigment in the middle. We won't get a lot out of that one, but it'll just give, like I say, those guys that come through that portal up top a place to come. We've dug out 1 layer on each side, so we got to go back 3 more layers on these sides, which we'll do here in a little bit, and then we're going to put obsidian there. We've also dug down here, if I can get down there. Yeah, so we dug this all the way to bedrock. Actually, not to bedrock. I think we went to level 10 right there. So this down here, I believe, is going to be our storage. So we're going to get the gold farm built up first, and then we're going to put a storage area down here, and that's going to be where our storage is. And my eventual plan, if I can go back up top, is we're going to have a lot of farms around here. I told you we were going to put a big, like, courtyard up here, and we've got that marked out. Like clear up to, oh, that's, yeah, like clear back to there. So this whole area we'll probably dig out underneath here, and we'll put some like farms in here. Like I don't know what we're gonna do yet, but we'll have it all go down to that central storage. We're also gonna have some things outside of this courtyard, which will come about in a little bit. But yeah, we have spent the last 2 days, not all of 2 days, but several hours anyway, mining all of this. So we're gonna get that dug out, and we're gonna get the obsidian laid in, and then I will be back and we'll see if we can get this gold farm going. Okay, so somebody was gonna do a time lapse, but they forgot to turn on the camera. So I'll let you guess who that was. Yeah, I just got the replay mod re-downloaded and kind of forgot how to use it. It's very dark in here, but what you're gonna see is there are 4 max size portals here, and we're gonna light those up, so it should get a little bit lighter in here. So we're just gonna start back to front. We already got a spawn, so what is, must have missed a spot on that one. That's good to know. So, oh, must have missed a spot on that one too. You know what? I'm not going to break that. So what's going to happen is we're going to go around and light all these up. So we'll have 4 max size portals on each side. Wow, that really does brighten things up. Obsidian is really dark. But the pigmen will spawn in there. Eventually they're going to see this egg. They're going to come over here, try to get to it. And I don't think they can see it clear out in the corner. I mapped this out, and I don't think they can see it. So they're going to have to want, in the middle they can, but I think the last 3 or 4 out here they can't. So as soon as he turns around, he should be able to see it. I think it's 23 blocks. But they're going to come over here. They're going to think they can get to the egg because of these trapdoors, and they're going to end up falling down there. And right now I just have a simple collection system of hoppers that feed into a chest. I don't know if that's going to be enough. Obviously I'm going to have sorting on it eventually, but not right now. Right now, we're going to get this going. I do want to put a glass tube all the way around this so they can't fall out. I want to replace the cobblestone with glass eventually. So we'll get all that done. I accidentally crushed one of my eggs building this. But that's what we're going to do for the gold farm. So I'm going to work on getting this prettied up a little bit. I'm going to figure out why these won't light. The only thing I can think of is I must have missed a block somewhere. So we're going to get that fixed. And we'll get all these lit up. And then I will be back. All right, so here we are. We're back. We had the egg in the middle, and that was not working at all. So we finally... Oh, and we finally got all these the portals lit. I'm not sure what was wrong with the one. Another one had a block still in the way, but they're all lit now. When I had the egg in the middle, these guys were just collecting. None of them were ever coming out after it. I'm not sure what the problem was. As soon as I put it over here on the side, boom, they all started coming after it. So right now, they're just dropping down to the ground there, as you can see, and all their drops are getting that just kind of sitting there, and I'm having to go collect them. What I'm going to do is we're going to build a central chamber. As you can see, we've started building up. We're going to put like a water stream under each one of these so that they'll all come to the middle and then get dropped down. And then I'm not sure what we're going to do up there yet. We may just leave that. I'm not sure yet, but yeah, feels pretty good. We've gotten plenty of pigmen spawning. I mean, you can see they're pretty much constantly spawning. Now, this isn't going to be the greatest gold farm in the world, but it's going to be enough to keep me in gold for the season. So yeah, look at them go after them. They come out, they go right after these guys. I don't know if that was too far away or not. It shouldn't have been, but maybe I read the wiki wrong. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and put the collection chambers in. I had to go get a bunch of sand. We'll finish the central chamber. We've got campfires down there at the bottom with hoppers underneath. And we'll finish that up. And then when it's all done, we'll bring you all back. All right, so we just finished building this big chamber here. And we got all the way to the top. See anything wrong with this? We're off by one block somewhere. I'm not sure if it's this hole that's off by one block. I hope so, but I don't think so because everything else looks pretty even. So that means we put everything off by one down there. I want to cry. But we'll get this fixed and we'll get it back. We were so close to having this thing up and going. Oh well, a little more work for me. See you guys in a little bit. Okay, I think we have this thing done now. So we've got all the eggs up top. They fall down, they fall into these water streams. They work their way to the middle and eventually fall all the way down there to where there's an array of hoppers. And just in case one would survive the fall, there's campfires. So that would kill them with fire. At least I think campfires work on them. I don't know. I think they're all going to die of fall damage, so it ain't going to matter. But if I see one whirling around in there, I guess I'll know what happened. But we're going to have to improve the storage on this thing. We're going to put our storage system down here kind of in the middle of this. So this little system, you probably won't see these water streams up here, but you will see the one in the middle of our storage system. I think that'll be cool to watch those guys fall. But we're going to put our storage system around in here somewhere. That'll be the next thing we plan out. But yeah, we have a working gold farm. I'm pretty impressed. And it's not an XP farm. It was never meant to be. And there's a fairly steady flow of these guys. So I think we'll get a decent amount of gold for the season. This is one thing I almost never have, is a lot of gold. And we're not going to have a ton. I doubt I'll be selling it, at least not for a while. You know, that kind of thing. But it should be plenty to keep us consistently in gold. So pretty proud of myself. But yeah, so that's going, and we're getting a consistent flow of gold. So with that, we're gonna move on, and we're gonna start thinking about something else. I'm not sure if we're gonna go through and build the nether side of our portal, or if we're gonna start building storage. We may do a little bit of both. I may put in manual storage first, and then we'll work on making it automatic later, but I want to make sure I lay it out right. So we're gonna do a little planning, and we will be back when we're ready for that. And here is the reason that I put in the campfires. So let's hope they do their job. Is he gonna fall? Is he like standing in between the fires? Huh, fire doesn't kill these guys. Well, that's interesting. Oh well, I'll leave him there for now. At least it kills the chicken. Hopefully he'll despawn eventually. Huh. Alrighty, so right now we have left this running for a couple hours while we were AFK, and we got this. So I've already crafted up the ingots, but as you can see, this is just, we got all this, a lot of this flesh too. These are just from actually the last couple of minutes of me standing here. So it's not an incredibly fast farm, but it's not bad. And the beauty of it is where it's at, we are going to be able to watch this thing run the entire time. Like everything we're building up around here, this thing's going to be running and collecting gold the entire time. So really like it. So we're going to pull this out, and we're going to go craft this up into some gold. Oops, we want to do this first. Yeah, so there we go. All right, we're going to move on, and I'm not sure what we're going to do next, but we are going to live stream here shortly, so I'm going to get ready for that, and we'll see what else we get into in this episode. All right, everybody, as we watch another beautiful sunrise over Titancraft, kind of a rare sight with the tick speed down because it only happens like every half hour or 20 minutes, something like that. We are not at home. You could probably tell by that pillar and all the jungle that we haven't really seen. We are not at our base right now. We are actually at the public slime farm, which is right down there, and it is an 8-chunk monster. Being built by John P. the Welder, who does a great job. He does that every year. But the reason we're over here is we're getting ready to do a storage system, and we needed wood. And I don't know if I've told you, but we've had a lot of trouble with jungle saplings. I went and grabbed a couple, brought them back. They didn't replace themselves when I tore trees down. I got a couple more. I cut the trees down, forgot to go back for the saplings. They despawned. It's just been a whole thing. So JP was telling me that they needed a bunch of this forest cut down for a perimeter for the slime farm, and so that worked out great. So we've been over here for, I don't know, hour or two. He wants all the oak stuff, so we're keeping that in there, but you can see we've got plenty of wood, leaves, which we're going to need at some point. I'm just starting to fill up these chests, so we're going to do that for a little bit, and yeah, hopefully we've already made a pretty big dent. There was quite a bit of stuff out here that we've already cut down, so we're going to keep doing that and get plenty of wood for our storage system and things like that, and then we will be back in a little bit. All right, so it's the next day. We're back at home. We ended up getting pretty much a full inventory of wood. We had, I think, 1 stack of leaves and 1 stack of saplings that we took with us, jungle saplings, and we've got those planted up and growing upstairs. But ooh, I better pick this up. But we're down here where our hole was that we dug all the way down to level 10, and cave there. It's not very big, but I'm picking up some random blocks because we built this. Now this doesn't look like much, but it should look somewhat familiar. Looks a little like a geode, right? And if we step in here, we've got the bottom to our gold farm, which goes all the way up, but we'll go up here and look at it. So this has become our storage system, and it's not finished yet by a long shot, but we're gonna finish up putting the amethyst blocks all the way around the top. We'll carry some of this white up in here, maybe put some wood in here like supports, you know, like they reinforce the roof or something. We'll get some depth in it. Also lighting, it's fairly dark up here, but you can see kind of what we've been doing. I'm starting to replace some of the amethyst or some of the stone with amethyst blocks. We basically built a big sphere here, used plots, I believe it's called plots, to do that layer by layer. So we did that. And now we're kind of replacing all this stone with amethyst. And you should see, yeah, over here we've started doing that. We're putting the calcite on the sides. What gave me this idea is as I was digging this hole, I actually hit a real geode, which is where I got all the materials that I took out. And so I'm kind of putting it back in as I go. But yeah, so it's going to look similar to this all the way up, and then we'll put some detail. Obviously, the gold farm is still cranking out. I tell you what, I've never had a gold farm. I love having a gold farm. This is nice. It's not going to make me rich or anything. It's not putting out that much gold, but anytime I find netherite, anytime I want gold, at some point I want to do piglet bartering. We're going to have some gold to do that with, so that's nice. Right now, this is just manual. I think at some point, these chests here will become auto storage. I don't know how long it'll take us to do that, but I left room that we could dig back through the walls and do that. Uh, and then I think we'll put like some extra chests maybe around the room that we put other things in that, you know, maybe extra stuff that we don't want to sort. Uh, I don't know. We might put some stuff in here for that. We might shove some stuff in the floor. I don't know yet. We left glass in here. This is made supposed to be like a broken floor. This city's been sitting for a while, so we're gonna try and make it look a little bit. Somehow these stalagmites have worked their way in with the white. I wanted to do that. I love my white. I'm sorry, I do, and I'm loving this new calcite. We mixed it with some polished diorite, which I think makes a good floor. And we had it all glass, it just didn't look right, so we put it back in. And I left these open spots and just kind of the random areas where it crosses. So I think that looks pretty cool. We've got the geode downstairs. We'll probably do a little bit more with that. Just put a little more detail into it somewhere. Still see pigmen dying. It's my favorite sight. And like I say, we got to get some lighting in here. That's going to be difficult. You can see the roof is pretty dark, and we've just got torches spammed around here, but we'll light up behind here as best we can, and we'll get that done. But yeah, coming along really good, I think. I think when we get it done, it's going to be great, but it's going to take a while. So I'm going to work on this a little more, and we'll be back when it's a little closer to done. Alrighty, so here we are. We have finished putting in all of the amethyst blocks, and we haven't got lighting in here. We haven't put any of the highlights in here, but we got all the amethyst blocks done, and it is very amethyst. We did get some of the buds, so we'll scatter those around at some point. And then, like I say, we'll put some white in here. We may do like a wood frame around here too. I'll have to figure out how that would work. But right now, I want to pull off this project for a little bit because there is something else I want to work on in the Nether. So let's go there. All right, and what we're going to work on the Nether is this. Now, you might think we already built one of these, but we're going to build one in the Nether. So let's go through here. And it takes a minute to get through. And we are going to absolutely recreate the portal. We're going to have two max size portals just like we do here. We're going to put the swirl pattern in the middle just like we did here. The difference is going to be, the idea for this season is that we're going to have this ancient city that has a dark mirror in the Nether. So everything we build for this ancient city, we're going to mirror here in the Nether. So here we have our two big portals. I've only lit the back one. We still need to put the swirl in here, which is what I'm going to work on next. And then we'll get the front one lit. We'll build the towers. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this yet. We'll probably have to build the land out around it somehow. I toyed with the idea of making it look like this tower had fallen off and was laying down there. But if I do that, I'm afraid it's going to really be a pain in the butt. So we'll see what I do there. We may put like a pile of rubble down here, get rid of that lava, and make it look like this tower fell off. I think we're going to need some of it just to make it look right, though. So we'll see what I do with that. But we'll make that decision later. Also, we need to take out all of this that's in front because I want, when you get out of the Nether tunnel, I want you to be able to look at this and see the portal right away. And as you can see, you can't. You can see little glimmers of it. I want to see the whole thing. Okay, so we're going to take this mountain down. Eventually, we're going to build the rest of our city out here. We'll have walkways and everything that go out. I think it's going to be a cool project when it's done. But we got a ways to go yet. We did move up our Nether tunnel. I believe the person in that tunnel put this ice in here. I added to it, and then, this is nice. It actually goes directly to the Nether tunnel now. And we'll develop this as we go as well. We'll have to spawn proof it at some point too. We haven't done that yet. But anyway, I'm going to work on taking this mountain down and building up the starting to build up these towers. And we'll be back when we get a little farther. All right, so we've been working for quite a while, and obviously we don't have this done. We still need to put a top on it. I'm avoiding that right now because I want to use some red nether brick, and I'm still in the process of growing up some nether wart. So when we get that done, we'll go ahead and finish the top. And I haven't decided what I'm going to do for the actual roof. I know what I'm going to do for the outline. But anyway, getting back to it. So this is just a mirror image of our portal in the overworld, and I fell in a hole. Sorry. Okay. This is a mirror image of our portal in the overworld, like I said. Exact same dimensions. The difference is that one's all stone. Here we used a bunch of blackstone variants on the bottom, and then we used a bunch of the new deep slate variants on the top, which I think looks pretty cool. We used the same red ring just to match them up, and we also put the swirl in the middle, just like the one on the outside. So yeah, this is what we have. So now we have a cool looking portal on both sides, on the nether and in the overworld. And as we build out the overworld, we'll build out this as well. Our neighbor here actually put this ice tunnel in. I added to it, but they put it in, so we can get down to the main tunnel, which you can just see the outline of there really super quick. I'm not going to show that because they're still working on it, but that's pretty cool. But yeah, so we will finish that another day, but I feel really good. Oh yeah, we had to take, I don't think I showed this, but this was all up pretty much to the top of this. The ground here was pretty much up to the top of the portal, and we've taken all that out. So we've mined out everything here, and idiot me wasn't paying attention, and we lost our fortune pick. Good thing I can replace that through my villager trading, but we're still in the process of doing that. But we still have our Silk Touch 1, so that's good. But rip netherite pick. There's one other thing I did today that I want to show you before we end the episode. So I will see you in the overworld. Okay, so here we are on the nether side, and I thought I would just get a quick look at what our portal looked like, just as a refresher. We've just had a reset, so everybody's rejoining the game right now. But we've got basically everywhere there's stone, we've already got that part done. Only we used blackstone and deep slate on the other side. This tile right here, we're going to make red nether brick on the other side, and I'm still building up red nether brick. We've been smelting up quite a bit of nether brick, so that's not the problem. But this is all the nether wart I got, and I actually got this from One Piece. I bought a potion starter kit in the market, which came with some blaze powder, a brewing stand, and one piece of nether wart. So I've built that one piece of nether wart into this, but until I can start harvesting this a little more, we're going to be stuck. But yeah, I think that looks cool. We got the swirl just like the other side. We kept the red terracotta to match the other side. I think that's going to be really cool. And now as we build this side out, we'll build the other side out. But one other thing I wanted to show you guys before we call it an episode is over here. In the first episode, I showed you we had this, if I can even remember how to get in here. And I don't remember how this works. We had this zombie spawner. So we have built that up into a farm, and it's not a great farm yet. Eventually, I want to make this into a copper farm. But I don't want to do that right now. Because I'll use the reinforcement mechanic, and I don't want to build up that many entities on the server right now. But the spawner is right there. As a matter of fact, we might see it spawn if we sit here long enough. But anyway, they spawn, they get swept into water streams, they go into a 3-wide alley down there, and then that comes over, they get shot up a water, can I see in here? Yeah, they get shot all the way up a water stream over there, come over and fall all the way down here where they're one-hit kills, at least for the most part. So we've got a little bit of an XP farm. It's not real fast, as you can probably tell. This. Oh yeah, I can go down here too. So yeah, there you see them going down the water stream. Can't see very well, but so that's how that works. And then eventually they'll come here as a one-hit kill. But yeah, so we got that done today. I just needed a little break. I wanted to do a farm. I hadn't done a spawner farm forever, and I just wanted to do one. And it showed. I was a little rusty, and it took me a few tries to do that. But I think that's plenty of work for today. We've had so much resource gathering. We had to get a ton of blackstone. We lost a pick. We had to get a ton of deep slate. We had to build this whole massive portal. We took out a big chunk of the nether. So I think we've had a pretty successful episode. So I think we're going to call it right there. Let's get out of the hitbox. We're going to call it right there. And yeah, 2 episodes in a week. Can you believe it? But yeah, we'll be back. I don't know if we'll get another episode out in a week or not. We'll see. But we're going to start working on what's around this portal in this next week. Hopefully we'll get the roof done on the nether portal. We'll finish up the storage and start getting that automatic. Plenty of projects to do. Of course, it's early in the season. We've got nothing done yet. So thank you guys for the support. If you would please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time on the Titancraft server. Rogue Torso out.